So we made it to 2017, and I really felt like I knew what was going on. I obviously hadn't voted for Donald Trump. I was not one of the 53% of white women, and all I knew was I was on the right side. And, maybe there was just a lot more work to be done, but I didn't understand why. And then my friend was a part of making this video that I'm about to play for you. And I had a whole nother come to Jesus moment.
Abracadabra, Africa, abracadabra, Africa, black woman is God. Abracadabra, Africa, abracadabra, Africa, abracadabra, Africa, black woman is God. Abracadabra, Africa, abracadabra, Africa, abracadabra, Africa, black woman is God. Abracadabra, Africa, abracadabra, Africa, abracadabra, booty soft, but the game is hard. See you wanna.
So obviously go watch the video in full on YouTube. That's why I put up all the information about it. But I had to deal with myself that I had suddenly a very big issue with the statement that black woman is God. I said, well, wait, I don't know if I agree with that. That's a lot. That's so much. Can I handle that? And so I dug into that a little more. And what I figured out was, indeed, black woman is God. See, during this whole same storyline, I had also been researching love, trying to figure out what it meant to live love in action on a daily basis in all of my different relationships. And I had found so much wisdom with regard to that in black woman authors like Audre Lorde and Bell Hooks. But what was more important was my research on love and how it pertained to me, myself, a white woman. And fortunately, all of my study came together at the right time to let me realize at once that yes, black woman is God, and so am I, and so are you. We have put this version of patriarchal power, Jesus, the white man, whatever it is, up on this pedestal as if that is the voice of God. When in actuality, God is all of us. We are God manifest. And the wisdom that can come from the least of us can be so far beyond sometimes the wisdom that comes from the people who have held the top spot since all time immemorial. Once I was able to begin to absorb my own divinity and the fact that I am made of the same stuff as stars, it was easy to understand that so are black women. So are black women. And yet, again, I had to go through this process of unearthing all these unknown hidden biases I had against black women. Some that were from my own personal thoughts, some that were societal, some that are totally entrenched in our society. And it was a big wake-up call and a whole new layer to my learning. But let me tell you, when I started telling people black woman is God, black woman is God, that really, really showed me how many people could not bear to have a conversation that honest. And the only reason they couldn't is racism, misogyny, aka misogynoir. I told you I'd talk about intersectionality, and that's where it comes up, is when we start talking about how we treat black women in our society because of the many intersectional identities they hold that are in the less privileged group. That's not their fault. It's not because they are somehow less than or inferior to us. And in fact, in my experience, they are superior in many, many ways. But that's not neither here nor there. I just have been lucky to meet wonderful, beautiful human beings along my path of all races, ethnicities, colors, creeds, etc. But I tell you this, once I figured out the black woman is indeed God, and also completely human, just like me, meaning needing all the supports and safety and softness and rest that I also need and deserve, my whole perspective changed. And, well, that's how I got to where we are now. Angela Davis taught me about Palestine. Bell Hooks taught me about love. Audre Lorde reminded me to use my art to set myself and others free. Desiree Adaway reminded me that I also deserved the grace to learn this process and learn what I needed to learn, and so do you. Isabel Wilkerson taught me about the systems that we have in place that have created this reality even more in depth than just racism. And if you're in my circle, you know I have about 75 other phenomenal Black women that I can and will name and refer and talk about and praise and appreciate, because a Black woman is God, and so am I, and so are you. I love you.